Yep, I got it. But this is the one I wanted. That's about 30 inches. Two, they're going to be close to the same size, which will be good for the bottom ends. These are big boards. Really nice Douglas Fir though. So I'm thinking of using that to build a platform, and it would be about that deep. And so it actually fits pretty good. So I got a tape measure up here, and it looks like it's about 5 feet would be about right. So that's good. Let's go see how long that board is. I'm sure it's longer than that. I'll write it in here and put it on the skate. So this dude is, well, it's almost 6 feet, so it's 70 inches. And that's about what we need for that spot, so that would be perfect. A lot of compression strength, so it'll take a lot of load. Well, are you worried that it's too tall now? So I put a section of it here, and for me, it's going to hit me right about my belly button, which I'm kind of okay with, because I can bend and then reach from there. Really, I think that's going to work actually pretty well for me, because I'm tall and I got long arms. And then we would have this amount of storage below, right? Which, well, that's almost a full foot right there. It's 11 and a half feet or inches. That's pretty good. So yeah, I don't know, I might just make some little I-beams and forget about the storage and just close it up and call it good, but we'll see. I'll figure it out. But for right now, I think I call this a win, because I got all this stuff moved around and a plan going on. So I put all that hose over there for a minute. And yeah, I'm about ready to get in all these stinking shoes. The skis are going to go back over with the other skis on the ski rack, because I'm going to use them to move logs in the yard with as a sled, and so it's the material for that. And then yeah, so all these shoes are going to end up in that box. So I'm going to tie all the shoelaces together. You want to help, Eddie? I know, honey, you really want to come out here. I just don't really want to. If I do that once or twice, you're going to expect it, and you'll run around crying because you don't get it. So let's not start, please, right? Mom's got this to do. Just look at this. All the shoes are off. I got 2 pair down here that I need to tie up together, and I'm not even going to look at them. I'm just going to put them in there, and they're going to go away to somebody on a donation. So, but look at this wall. It's pretty clean. I haven't taken fasteners out yet, and I have my license plate up still. I don't know why, but I will sweep this wall off and sweep the floor, and that'll clean it up pretty well. And then I got to figure out where I'm going to put where, but I have enough wood to put a really nice platform across there, which would be nice. So it's like 7 feet, but I'll cut it down and put some dividers in it that it sits on. Plop my freezer up there. It'll run great. So I think I'm going to put the freezer down that a little bit, and then that countertop piece down here, and then I'm probably going to do some shelves over the top. Yeah, I think I'm going to go sit down and have a break because I'm sweating. But yeah, hopefully I'll pause this. If not, it'll be a part 2. Yeah, it's kind of the way of things is that I putter and do stuff for a while, and I accomplish something like that, and then I need to go sit down and have a little recovery period. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll come back, and maybe this is still there. All right, guys. Dive Girl Deb saying that in case it goes away. I'm just gonna pause it. Oh my goodness. Well, check it out. It looks pretty good, I think. I'm going to just flip around and show you. So, there's the door. I still got those big nails there. I might leave those for a reason. For one, I can hang my fuel line there. But I might want to move them and add to them. I'm certainly going to put some like 16 penny nails on that seal plate down there a little further. And but I got to build this box stand and figure out what I'm going to do there. But this is all swept out. I wish I had some white paint right now to throw at that. I might, huh? I don't want to paint. We're just going to cover it. So that's all cleaned out. This little freezer is going to live over there. And then my toolbox will live kind of right where the freezer is now. And the next thing I have to build is, of course, the ramp. But today we got the donation of, I think there's about 6 pair of shoes in there, a pair of sweatpants, and a coat rack, and 3 dry erasers. Ta-da! For you. Pile of trash. Things in there I'm going to list for sale. And I found these really great brackets for hanging things, big things. You know, like a ladder or something on the wall. But or my fuel lines, that would be good for those, actually. Well, we'll see. I got to get this framing done over here. And I brought all the boards over here. And the light's on really good on this side. So I might actually just build over here, because then I can come in and just wash it out really quick or blow it out with a blower. And yeah, and then I can move it over there. I think I need to go get another plank for sure. All right, well, yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. So back in the days when I was a general contractor, I used to I had customers, they weren't sure about design changes, and so I would lay it out for them with tape on the floor and mock-ups and stuff. And this one lady was getting ready to remodel her whole kitchen. She already hired a contractor, new cabinetry planned, and she had this massive fireplace. And it was like a 8-foot fireplace on the kitchen side, which is weird. It had a kitchen oven in there for broiling and stuff, which was great. And that was built in, and on the other side was like this 16-foot massive. And I said, what do you do with that family room? And she goes, well, we sit in there and look out the window, but it doesn't really get used. I said, why don't you take out this whole chimney? And her head just exploded. I said, then you can have a walkway on this side and some kind of island stuff here, you know, walkway on this side, but the whole room would open up. And from the kitchen, you could see the ocean. And if you want to do like a little wood stove to replace it, you know, do some efficiency unit. And she just was blown away. It was great. And she hired me. We took it out for her, and she actually getting ready to have a roof put on. And I said, "Hold your roofer off, because we're gonna get that chimney out for you, and then you'll just you can sheathe a new piece in and include it in all your new roofing, and it'll be beautifully sealed, nice and tight, and it'll look great. You know, you won't have to cob things together later because we didn't hold them off." So she did, and it worked beautifully. But I only worked for her for like 3 days, but I gave away the design, and she went and did it. She was thrilled. Like, how do you not share that? So personally, I used to talk to customers like, lay it out, see how you feel, using it. So I've done that. I'm trying to use my own advice here. So I'm trying to figure out, the freezer will go over here. And so I lay this out, and I change my rug that used to go this way to go in this way. And so you walk down here, and then right where that red mark is where the freezer would be. And so this would become the walkway. And of course the motorcycle would have to move back a little bit, and but that's not a big deal. I was kind of thinking maybe I could find a little spot there on the end. I could put my air compressor in this little built-in, but I don't think we have enough length. But anyway, so as far as like walking around with this, I'm kind of deciding, do I, because this became like a bigger landing here, but this area right here in front of the fridge freezer needs to be open as a landing, so it's still good for that, right? And it's just it's one more step from here, because the pile was about that deep. And so now this was going to be that deep. So it's another step to come out and walk around, but I don't think that's a big deal. Doesn't change access at all, and gives me my freezer right here, a nice higher level for me, which I like. And then I'll have some space below for storing something, I don't know what. I'll have some cubbies in there for that. It'll be cool. All right, well, I think I can live with that, honestly. It's not that big a deal. So yeah, I put a broom across there to kind of visualize it more maybe, but I think I'm good. I really like it. I think it's going to be the perfect height. It's almost a foot coming up, and that's going to give me more space. And I've got another one out there. We might just like cut it a little short and make some brackets and put it up as a shelf up there. And kind of organize that a little bit, but this is a big dude. Yeah. I don't know, I'm always amused at these things, but I'm always amused when they happen, and I wanted to like share one of these. It's kind of a kismet kind of thing. Here, I'll show you. So this freezer is about 36 inches long. And then this big log here, piece, is 70 inches long, which you divide in two is 35. So I think set it at 35. Set it on top, because the feet are going to be inside a little bit anyways. There's going to be some airflow because of that. And bonus, I found a way to put the little compressor right next to it. So if I push this all the way over to the curb and got used to walking around that corner all the way, then the freezer would be right here on this corner. And then I would come around, and then here would be where the compressor could come out. And I'm thinking about like leaving this back sill plate board, and then coming off of it, maybe just to this, right into here, and then leaving that kind of open. And then of course I'd have to probably come with some 2x4s up over the top of those, because you need more clearance, because this dude is not going to fit right now. But a 2x4 would give you enough sill that you'd make it. And then I'd have a platform there for something else. Oh, I know. I could put my sandblasting little cylinder there. That would be a great place in that corner, right over the compressor, because my sanding box is right out there. But that would be a nice place for that. And then have the I put that little countertop over it, and then we'll have the freezer further over. That'll work great. And my tie is still there. So basically, cut this board in half and take the two pieces and screw it to that top. And that'll just make a big box there. Of course, these ends will have to get cut off, but I can take those out to the shop and put them on my radial arm saw. It's the safest place to cut those big boards. I don't think my cordless would cut them. It would probably bog, so let's just take them to the shop and cut them. And then, in fact, I think that big one should go out there and cut that too. Now I don't know what I'd do with it. That's going to be great. Honestly, I'm excited for that. And then I'll get that freezer moved over there. I'm probably going to move, I'll probably put a little block of wood in the very back there so that it comes off in that back, and then we can run cords around there. I decided to make them wider at 27 inches instead of the 22 I need over here. Yeah, that's interesting. Alright, I'm going to go cut those boards. Alright, I got this one and that one cut. Those are the little offcuts. But look, I made them a little longer now. And see, if you line them up, it hides that compressor. And then we'll put top boards on. I think I'm going to put these behind here and use that as a spacer behind for cords. Because this one goes to my doorstop and it's a perfect height, so we're going to leave that at my doorstop. And these are a little thicker now, so if I put those guys in there, then they both should be pressing. That's the board thickness is what you want. So board thickness, and that goes there. Yeah, that'll give us a little backing. Alright, so this one I need to carry out to the shop and cut it. And I'll probably take you with me. But next I'm going to take that one and cut it in half. Probably see it's cold out here. So this is why I like having a radial arm saw, is I can take a big plank and put up here and cut it. And yeah, so what I want to do here is I'm just going to square up the end on both ends because we're going to split it in half. But what I'll do is I mean, they look pretty good. They're not terrible, but yeah, this one's a little rougher, so we'll get them. I think we want to just trim off the ends, and then we know what we have that's it's usable, and we'll just divide that in two. But it's going to be great, a really nice 2 boards, and then the freezer will sit on top of this. Alright, it's probably going to get a little loud too much. Turn down your volume. All right, let's see what we got. Wow, that's like perfect 70 inches. So we'll come back to 35. All right, that's good right there. One more cut here. Oh, that looks great. Oh, so good. Really, look at that. Beautiful top boards. Let's go put them in the garage. And then I gotta take that sill plate and bring it out and cut it. Hey, it's starting to look like something. I've got it trimmed up here. It's pretty much the size it's going to be. Of course, those have to get built up to be a little taller for that. But I'm wondering now, like, where do I put these? I think that board should be there, but it could come out as long as it supports that whole footing. This can come in, and then that would create little pockets underneath to stow stuff, like trailer hitches. Well, let me set it up.